Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ।
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा,
राजा आरती और मसाला।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called in support from our marked uniformed Secret Service police to make contact with that individual. Upon making contact, that individual fled briefly on foot, withdrew a firearm, and fired in the direction of our agents and officers. They returned fire and engaged. That individual was hit. He's since been transported to the hospital. I have no comments on his condition. I can tell you that at least one, we believe only one bystander was hit by the suspect. That individual is a juvenile, did not sustain any life-threatening injuries, but he's also receiving treatment at the hospital. I'll point out that not long before this shooting occurred, the Vice President's motorcade did transit through this area. The investigation itself, in terms of the use of force in the shooting, will be conducted by Metropolitan Police Department.
Great to be here. I'm thrilled to be back in the home of a great place. I love Florida. We love Florida. With all of the
Hello and a very warm welcome. You're watching Republic TV. I'm Gesu Bhardwaj and this is the verdict. We're talking about all the states. We've seen the counting on the 4th of May, the D-Day that decided the fate of various states. Now we'll take a look at all the complexities that are unfolding to the run-up to this seat. But first, here's a check on your headlines for the hour. Take a look. Congress snaps ties with DMK, extends support to Vijay TVK, seeking share in the Tamil Nadu government. After Congress sources now say AIADMK planning to support Vijay TVK and join the government. Constitutional crisis in Bengal. Mamata refuses to resign as Bengal's chief minister. As Mamata refuses to resign and give way to the new government in Bengal, is the only option left to sack Mamata. Viewers, viewers, now Tamil Nadu is witnessing a massive political reset after the 2026 Assembly elections verdict, with dramatic shifts in alliance equations and government formation talks now underway. Now, actor turned politician Vijay TVK, which has emerged as the single largest party, is still short of the majority mark, and in fact that's triggered intense negotiations in the state's political establishment. Now, in a major development, the Congress party has officially extended conditional support to the TVK, officially breaking up with a long-standing, decade-long alliance with the DMK. But this move has sparked a sharp political backlash, with the DMK now hitting out strongly at the Congress, accusing it of backstabbing and in fact also calling the decision a unilateral break from a long-standing partnership. As Tamil Nadu stands at a crucial political crossroad, all eyes are now on how Vijay navigates alliance arithmetic to convert his electoral breakthrough into a stable government for Tamil Nadu. Take a look.
Tamil Nadu's post-poll politics is witnessing a major churn, with fresh alliance equations emerging after the verdict. Congress has now extended conditional support to Vijay's Tamilaga, Vettri, Kazhagam, helping the party move closer to forming the government. This move comes after TVK emerged as the single largest party but has fell short of a majority. In a significant shift, Congress has snapped its decades-old alliance with the DMK, choosing to back a first-time political entrant instead. The support, however, comes with clear conditions, as Congress has asked TVK to keep communal forces out, while also seeking a share in the government and a long-term alliance for upcoming elections. Meanwhile, the DMK has reacted sharply, calling Congress backstabbers and accusing it of betraying a long-standing political partnership. Political buzz continues over possible cracks within the AIA-DMK, with speculation of a split doing the rounds, though no official confirmation has come so far. With numbers still short of the majority mark, TVK is continuing talks with other parties as Tamil Nadu heads towards a crucial government formation phase.
As high-stakes drama continues to unfold in West Bengal over Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee refusing to submit her resignation, a big political question is also emerging in the state. After winning from 2 seats, Suvendu Adhikari must vacate 1. But beyond that, the larger question is Adhikari positioning himself as the BJP's chief ministerial face in Bengal? Here's the report that gets you all the details.
A major political movement is unfolding in West Bengal as Suvendu Adhikari finds himself at the center of a high-stakes decision. After winning from both Nandigram and Bhawanipur, Adhikari must now vacate 1 seat as per electoral rules. But this is not just about choosing a constituency. This decision could signal the BJP's long-term strategy in Bengal. Nandigram, symbolically crucial, where Adhikari defeated Mamata Banerjee in 2021, remains a political stronghold. Bhawanipur, on the other hand, is Mamata Banerjee's home turf, and holding it could be a direct political message.
बहुत जरूरी था ममता बनर्जी का हराना, बहुत जरूरी था ममता बनर्जी का राजनीतिक संन्यास अभी हो गया है। 21 में नंदीग्राम में हारी, इस बार हार गया। इस बार भी हारा 15,000 से ज्यादा वोट से। उनको खुल के मुसलमान वोट दिया। वार्ड नंबर 77 में जितना मुसलमान वोट देने के लिए निकला, सब ममता को वोट दिया। और मुझे हिंदू, सिख, जैन, बुद्धिस्ट लोग ने आशीर्वाद देकर जिताया।
Sources indicate that the final decision will be strategic, not just electoral. But the trigger question now is Suvendu Adhikari emerging as the BJP's chief ministerial face in West Bengal? With the BJP struggling to consolidate power in the state, Adhikari has positioned himself as the party's most aggressive and visible leader. His consistent attacks on the TMC government and his role as leader of opposition have kept him at the center of Bengal politics. Party insiders suggest that this double victory only strengthens his claims. From being a key face in the Trinamool Congress to switching sides to the Bharatiya Janata Party, Adhikari's political journey has been both dramatic and strategic. His rise within the BJP has been rapid, with the party projecting him as a mass leader capable of taking on the TMC. However, the BJP has so far avoided declaring a clear CM face in Bengal, keeping its options open. But with this double win and growing political assertion, Suvendu Adhikari may now be too big to ignore. The decision on which seat he vacates could very well indicate his next big political move. And more importantly, whether the BJP is ready to project him as its chief ministerial contender in West Bengal or not.
Viewers, now keeping on to West Bengal, the state that continues to remain on the edge after the election results, with Sandeshkhali now emerging once again as a flashpoint of violence. Now, in a shocking incident, 5 police and Central Force personnel were shot at during a late-night patrol. The attack comes amid rising political tensions and allegations of post-poll violence. Take a look.
Post-poll violence intensifies in Sandeshkhali. Sensitive region turned into a conflict zone as armed miscreants target security forces. In a chilling late-night attack, 5 personnel including police officers and central forces were shot at during a patrol operation. The incident took place in the Baman Geri area under the jurisdiction of Nazat police station.
संदेशखाली में अब तक शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी का तांडव जारी है। अभी मैं खड़ा हूँ संदेशखाली का बामुन गोला ग्राम पंचायत में। कल से राजनीतिक तनाव फैल गया है। बदमाशों की गोलीबारी में 2 सीआरपीएफ जवानों समेत 5 पुलिसकर्मी घायल हो गया था। इलाका में अभी भी बम पड़ा हुई है। स्थानीय महिला का कहना है कि शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी अभी भी धमका दे रहा है। शेख शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है। अभी सिचुएशन कंट्रोल है। अब लार्ज पुलिस फोर्स डिप्लॉयड हुआ है ये अभी अब तक में। एंड police, the total police force is deployed, CRPF deployed इस जगह में। संदेशखाली में अब तक शाहजहां की टीम शाहजहां का बाहिनी तांडव जारी हुई है। एंड लोकल महिला को कहना है कि रिपब्लिक भारत का कैमरा का सामने कि शेख शाहजहां का बाहिनी धमका दे रहा है। शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है।
As police teams accompanied by central forces moved through the area, came under sudden gunfire. Among those injured, the officer in charge, Bharat Parket, along with other police personnel and a woman officer were hit by bullets. 2 CRPF jawans were also injured in the attack. All injured personnel were rushed to Minakha Rural Hospital, later shifted to hospitals in Kolkata for advanced treatment.
आज सुबह मेरे पास जो खबर आई है वो उधर सीआरपीएफ के पास फायरिंग हुआ है। तो शेख शाहजहां बोल के गए थे अभी भी छोटा शेख शाहजहां संदेशखाली पे है, तो इसे तुरंत गिरफ्तार करना होगा, क्योंकि नहीं किया तो और भी जाने जा सकते हैं। सेफ नहीं है वहाँ पर। जो साधारण जो जनगण है उनके ऊपर भी अटैक हो सकते हैं। अभी तो काल का खबर है जो संदेशखाली वो हमारी जो एकदम थाने के पास में जो हमारी जो आंदोलनकारी महिला लोग हैं उनकी घर जाके सफेद कपड़ा देने की भी थ्रेट किया है। तो हम चाहते हैं जो हमारी संदेशखाली की जो हमारी बीजेपी का जो कैंडिडेट है सनत सदर, उनको तुरंत बहुत उनके साथ देना है यार। वो आए। अब तो संदेशखाली की जो पुलिस ऑफिसर ये सब टीएमसी के लिए काम कर रहा है। हम चाहते हैं संदेशखाली की पुलिस ऑफिसर नहीं, बाहर से केंद्र सरकार तुरंत वहाँ पर कोई हस्तक्षेप करे, क्योंकि संदेशखाली हम राज्य पुलिस के ऊपर कोई भरोसा नहीं है।
The escalation in Sandeshkhali post-poll tensions have now turned into a direct attacks on security forces. Investigations begin and forces remain on high alert.
Viewers, is just 2 days since the West Bengal Assembly results for 2026 have come out, and a massive post-poll violence has already erupted in West Bengal. Now, we showed you Sandeshkhali, where 5 police and central forces personnel were shot at late on Tuesday night. Now, in fact, we'll also show you the incidents that took place in Bamangeri area under Ward number 14 of the Gram Panchayat, which falls under the jurisdiction of the Nazad police station. Tensions had been simmering in the area since afternoon amid heightened political unrest. Republic has filed a ground report. Take a look.
संदेशखाली में अब तक शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी का तांडव जारी है। अभी मैं खड़ा हूँ संदेशखाली का बामुन गोला ग्राम पंचायत में। कल से राजनीतिक तनाव फैल गया है। बदमाशों की गोलीबारी में 2 सीआरपीएफ जवानों समेत 5 पुलिसकर्मी घायल हो गया था। इलाका में अभी भी बम पड़ा हुई है। स्थानीय महिला का कहना है कि शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी अभी भी धमका दे रहा है। शेख शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है। अभी सिचुएशन कंट्रोल है। अब लार्ज पुलिस फोर्स डिप्लॉयड हुआ है ये अभी अब तक में। एंड police, the total police force is deployed, CRPF deployed इस जगह में। संदेशखाली में अब तक शाहजहां की टीम शाहजहां का बाहिनी तांडव जारी हुई है। लोकल महिला को कहना है कि रिपब्लिक भारत का कैमरा का सामने कि शेख शाहजहां का बाहिनी धमका दे रहा है। शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है।
In fact, this is not an isolated incident. Post-poll violence has rocked West Bengal in multiple areas. A BJP worker was killed on Tuesday, allegedly by a group led by the Trinamool Congress's Kamal Dheki, triggering political tensions across the state. The BJP worker, Madhu Mondal, allegedly died after being attacked during a victory procession in Newtown. The police and the central forces have been deployed in sensitive areas as both parties continue to trade allegations over the violence. Take a look at this. BJP worker Madhu Mondal allegedly died after being attacked during a victory procession at Bhangal More in Newtown. According to allegations, a group led by Trinamool workers attacked the procession and started pelting stones and bricks, during which Madhu Mondal collapsed. He was rushed to the hospital where doctors declared him dead. The BJP also alleged that police resorted to lathi charge against women participating in the procession. Police and central forces were later deployed in the area to control the situation and prevent further violence. Newly elected BJP MLA Piyush Kanodia visited the family of the deceased worker and demanded strict action against those responsible. The victim's family said they never expected such an outcome and demanded justice for Madhu. Reports of vandalism, arson and clashes have also emerged from several parts of Kolkata and adjoining districts following the election results. Both BJP and TMC have accused each other of fueling post-poll violence as political tensions continue to escalate in West Bengal. Shifting focus to Kerala, which has delivered a clear verdict. The left is out and the Congress-led UDF is back in power. But even as the celebrations continue, a crucial question remains unanswered. Who will be the next Chief Minister of Kerala? The Congress now faces a key internal decision with multiple senior leaders in contention and the final call expected to come from the party's central leadership. At the center of this race are 3 prominent faces, K.C. Venugopal, V.D. Satheesan and even Ramesh Chennithala, each bringing their own political experience and support base within the party. With the mandate secured but leadership yet to be finalized, the focus now shifts from electoral victory to internal decision-making, and all eyes are on Delhi for the final call.
The left may be out, but the Congress now faces its own test, choosing the next CM of Kerala. At the center of the decision, three powerful names, each bringing experience, influence and political weight. KC Venugopal, AICC General Secretary and a close aide of Rahul Gandhi, seen as a strong consensus candidate with backing from the central leadership. VD Satheesan, the leader of opposition, credited for spearheading the UDF's campaign and building momentum against the left. And Ramesh Chenithala, a seasoned leader with decades of experience and deep organizational roots. While Satheesan is being seen as a frontrunner, the final decision will be taken by the Congress High Command after consultations with MLAs. Meanwhile, outgoing Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan continues in a caretaker role as the Congress works to finalize its leadership. From victory to leadership battle, the spotlight is now firmly on Delhi, where Kerala's next CM will be decided.
Across to another breaking development now. The governor of Tamil Nadu has dissolved the 16th Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly with immediate effect starting the 5th of May 2026. Now the statement has been made by the Lok Bhavan. That's the latest that we're getting in. And the statement says, and I'm quoting it, the Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu has dissolved the 16th Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly with effect from 5th May 2026. This comes from a press release statement of the Governor of Tamil Nadu. In fact, joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Sarda to get us more details. Sarda, now the 16th Legislative Assembly has been dissolved by the Governor in Tamil Nadu. What's next?
Well, right now the Governor has given a press release from the Lok Bhavan announcing that there's a dissolvement of the 16th Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, and it's effective from the 5th May. That is when MK Stalin gave his resignation. It was immediately accepted by Vishwanath Arlekar, the Governor of Tamil Nadu. So now this is an indication that the next government can be formed according to them, because today we saw Vijay meeting at the Lok Bhavan meeting the Governor Vishwanath Arlekar giving his submission. Though there is no majority, the Tamil Nadu state government do have an option to do a floor test after taking oath as a chief minister. So right now with 113 seats, likely that the Vijay will take over as a chief minister forming the government, and whether it is unlikely that he will take the oath tomorrow, because there's also chances of the left parties announcing their alliance, because they have asked for a time just for the announcement and they will be announcing it tomorrow. So in that case, the oath taking of Vijay will happen on the day after, which is the 8th of May. So now the dissolving of this legislative assembly shows that the current governor has agreed for the dissolvement of the government, because earlier he also mentioned in the letter given to Stalin that even if you're dissolving the government now after the resignation, that he had to continue on his post, or others has to also continue on their post until the next government is formed, which means that they have to, all the ministers had to submit for resignation. But now with the dissolvement, it shows, which is the next step, that the governor is accepting for the next government to be formed under the TVK chief Vijay.
Right, Sarda, thanks for getting us those details. And in fact, Tamil Nadu is readying up to get its new government, even as it remains precarious to see whether or not the TVK can build the numbers. Viewers, that's all that we could wrap for you in this edition of The Verdict 2026. Thanks very much for staying with us. Continue joining us every day at the same time, 6 p.m. on The Verdict 2026.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air-throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summer.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा
राजा और मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MDH का जल जीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air-throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summer.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। अब बताओ स्वाद आया? आया।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा
राजा और मसाला।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े, चंकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Approximately 3:30 this afternoon, our plainclothes officers and agents that consistently patrol the outer perimeter of the White House complex identified a suspicious individual that appeared to have a firearm. They called
Camera 4. No? Hi there, welcome friends, and welcome to Wednesday edition of our Global, in which we bring to you a wrap-up of what's happening around the world and is relevant to India before we hit the political primetime debates. Tonight, or this evening, we begin with a major diplomatic development as Iran's foreign minister meets his Chinese counterpart in Beijing, with both sides stressing dialogue, strategic cooperation and de-escalation amid growing tensions around key maritime routes. The focus then shifts to the United Nations, which has issued a strong warning over rising instability in the Gulf, saying recent strikes and attacks in and around the Strait of Hormuz are significantly increasing the risk of renewed hostilities and worsening an already fragile security situation. The UN, of course, flagging the drone strikes that have come from Iran. From there, we move to the mounting transatlantic friction as fresh tariff threats from the United States against European vehicle exports deepen economic strain. European foreign ministers mull what to do next. And finally, the program turns to Paris, where G7 trade ministers are meeting amid efforts to contain escalating trade disputes and prevent further fragmentation of the global economic outlook. Let's begin with the headlines. Iran and China hold crucial talks on the escalating Strait of Hormuz crisis amid rising regional tensions. US-EU trade tensions deepen as tariff disputes resurface, with talks ongoing but fears of fresh escalation over autos and industrial goods. Tensions over US-EU tariffs dominate the Paris trade talks as both sides seek to defend and revisit the 2025 framework amid rising economic concerns. And India quotes global investors in Paris showcasing deep tech ahead of Bharat Innovates 2026 event. All right, let's begin with the global news coming out of New Delhi. India and Vietnam have agreed to significantly deepen their strategic partnership, elevating ties with a renewed focus on trade, investment, and supply chain resilience. Under the new framework, both sides have set an ambitious trade target of $25 billion by 2030, while easing market access for key agricultural products and fast-tracking regulatory cooperation. The two countries also pledged to accelerate regional trade and cooperation, and signaling stronger economic alignment between New Delhi and Hanoi amid shifting global trade. In fact, let's look at some of the pictures that have come in of the strategic dialogue that took place between India and Vietnam in New Delhi earlier in the day. Okay, we'll get the soundbite just in a bit, and these are pictures from Hyderabad House earlier. where Prime Minister Modi is seen in delegation level talks with Tolam, who has recently won and is on his first visit to India. And he is here to strengthen the partnership between the two nations. He's on a day-long visit. The two nations pledged to boost greenfield investments and to take the partnership further. Let's listen to the soundbite of from the Ministry of External Affairs.
Let me try and provide a broader context for our defense cooperation. Our defense cooperation, the basis for that is the joint vision statement for defense partnership 2030. So there are a number of areas listed under that for taking forward our defense cooperation. It includes a number of areas, from capacity building and training for Vietnamese armed forces to cooperation in the area of UN peacekeeping, training exchanges, joint military exercises, port calls and ship visits. We've done a joint hydrographic survey together, defense cooperation, a number of things have happened in the past, and also maritime cooperation, maritime security cooperation. It's a very, very important area. In addition to that, we have MOUs that are already operational in the areas of submarine rescue and HADR support, mutual logistics support, and of course cooperation in various aspects of defense industry. We are also looking at instituting a 2+2 dialogue, which will include the Foreign Ministry and the Defense Ministry on either side. We are also pursuing an agreement on white shipping information sharing, cyber security, and also AI-enhanced security measures.
All right, moving on. The diplomatic push to end the escalating West Asia war is gaining momentum, with Iran's Foreign Minister Syed Abbas Araghchi in Beijing for high-level talks with his counterpart Wang Yi, a key player with deep ties to Tehran. China, however, has called for an immediate end to the hostilities, even as tensions remain high in the Gulf. Meanwhile, the United States President Donald Trump has announced a temporary pause in military operations, signaling a possible progress towards a negotiated settlement. Here is more on this story from Beijing.
For over 2 months, the West Asia war has grown, intensified, and reached a point of negotiations with critical emphasis over the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's blockade of the Strait of Hormuz has disrupted the global shipping, driven up fuel prices, and triggered alarm across major economies. In response, the US launched a naval campaign referred to as Operation Freedom, aimed at securing Hormuz and deterring further Iranian escalation. However, the operation has now been apparently halted, according to US President Trump. He claimed that substantial progress has been made with Iran. He also said that Pakistan, along with many other countries, had requested the US to pause their hostilities with Iran until a resolution with them has been reached. But now diplomatic pushes are coming, with Iran's Foreign Minister Araghchi meeting with his Chinese counterpart, Wang Yi. China, which maintains a strong economic and political ties with Iran, has called for a comprehensive ceasefire, emphasizing diplomacy over escalation.
但是已经持续2个多月，不但给伊朗人民造成了严重的损失，而且对地区和世界和平稳定造成了严重的冲击。中方对此感到痛惜。我们认为全面止战刻不容缓，重启战端更不可取，坚持谈判尤为重要。
China's role is crucial because it is one of the few countries with the leverage over Iran. From Washington, Marco Rubio has urged China to use their influence to push Iran to lift its blockade of the Strait of Hormuz.
On the first point about the visit, it's fine. I hope the Chinese tell him what he needs to be told, and that is that what you are doing in the Straits is causing you to be globally isolated. You're the bad guy in this. You guys should not be blowing up ships. You should not be putting mines. You should not be trying to hold hostage the global economy. I hope the Chinese bring, whether it's done privately, but I hope it's done directly, that's the message they deliver to them.
But with Iran still holding the strategic advantage at sea and global markets on edge, the path to peace remain uncertain. What happens next may not just depend on the US or Iran, but also on China's to bridge the divide.
All right, staying with the Middle East, fresh tensions building up, with the United Nations warning that recent strikes in the Gulf are raising the danger of renewed hostilities. The alert comes amid escalating exchanges in Lebanon, for example, worsening humanitarian conditions in Gaza and fresh attacks reported near key global shipping routes by Iran. However, even as concerns grow, Iran has denied carrying out any of those strikes, including the one on the United Arab Emirates the day before. This happens amid signaling from the United States that it's willing to wind down, provided Tehran gives it a ramp-off. Here are the details.
The United Nations is raising alarm, warning that recent strikes in the Gulf region are significantly increasing the risk of renewed hostilities.
Turning to the occupied Palestinian territory, the Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs warns that last week saw one of the highest numbers of security incidents since the ceasefire was declared in October of last year. Humanitarian facilities came under fire in 2 separate incidents. An airstrike also struck near a UN warehouse, and relief vehicles were damaged by stone throwing.
The warning comes amid rising tensions across the multiple flashpoints from Lebanon to Gaza.
Turning to UNIFIL, our peacekeeping mission in southern Lebanon reported that yesterday saw the highest number of exchanges of fire between the Israeli Defense Forces and armed groups, including Hezbollah, and that was the highest number inside Lebanon since the cessation of hostilities on April 17th.
At the same time, the humanitarian crisis continues to worsen.
Meanwhile, the humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate, with nearly a quarter of the population in Lebanon now facing acute food insecurity. Repeated displacements, loss of livelihood, and damage to infrastructure are further compounding needs and deepening.
হাউসিং পোলিং বুথ এবারেই প্রথম হয়েছে, যদিও আইনে এটা ছিল আগে থেকে। সেই ভোটারদের পক্ষ থেকেও আমি কনভে করেছি যে আমাকে হান্ড্রেডস অফ ভোটার্স তারা বলেছে তারা অনেক দিন পরে নিজের ভোট নিজে দেওয়ার সুযোগ পেয়েছে, ইনসিডেন্ট ফ্রি ইলেকশন। সেই জন্য আই কনভে মাই গ্র্যাটিটিউড অ্যান্ড বেস্ট উইশেস টু ইলেকশন কমিশন অফ ইন্ডিয়া থ্রু সিও।
আমি বরখাস্ত আমি পদত্যাগ করব না, রাষ্ট্রপতি শাসন হয় হোক, এটা রেকর্ড থাকুক, ওরা আমাকে বরখাস্ত করুক, আমি চাই এই দিনটা একটা কালো দিন।
আমি কোনো মন্তব্য করব না। সংবিধানে লেখা আছে মাননীয় গভর্নর লোক ভবন এই বিষয়ে যথাযথ সাংবিধানিক পদক্ষেপ নেবে, এটা আশা করি। এর বাইরে আমি কোনো মন্তব্য করব না। আপনাদের কাছে উনি প্রাসঙ্গিক হতে পারেন, পশ্চিমবাংলার রাজনীতিতে উনি এখন অপ্রাসঙ্গিক। ওনার জন্য বেসিক বাক্য খরচ করার কোনো প্রয়োজন আছে বলে
বিজেপি এমএলএরা শাস্তিতে পাচ্ছে, বিজেপি এমএলএরা আবেদন করছেন যাতে কোনো রকম অশান্তি না হয়। এই ইতিমধ্যে কমিশনে বেশ কিছু পদক্ষেপ নিয়েছে, আপনি কোনো বার্তা দেবেন?
কোনো অশান্তি খুব বড় কিছু হয়নি। 2021 এবং 2023-এর পঞ্চায়েতের সময় যা হয়েছিল আমি ডিফেন্ড করছি না। দেখুন, আমাদের রাজ্য সভাপতি লাগাতার বলছেন, আমিও আজকে দেখেছেন নন্দীগ্রামে থ্যাঙ্কস গিভিং সিরিমনিতে ক্লিয়ার বলেছি যে ওদের ওই পাপীদের অফিসে হাত দেওয়ারও দরকার নেই। সেটা তো আমাদের স্ট্যান্ড। এটা তো আপনি মমতা ব্যানার্জি তার পার্টি থেকে শোনেননি 2021-এর 2রা মের পর থেকে। তখন তো উনি বরঞ্চ শপথ নিতে গিয়ে 6 তারিখে বলেছিলেন সাংবাদিকদের যে আমি তো 4 দিন ক্ষমতায় ছিলাম না, ইলেকশন কমিশন ক্ষমতায় ছিল, আমার দায়িত্ব তো ছিল না।
She will not be
উনি
responsible
একথা
because she
বলেছিলেন।
was not
আজকে
in power.
দায়িত্বশীল বিরোধী দল হিসেবে বা শাসক দল হিসেবে
Today,
পরিণত হওয়া
as the
বিজেপি,
opposition
তার
party,
সর্বোচ্চ পোস্ট হচ্ছে রাজ্য সভাপতি। তিনি প্রথম দিন থেকে লাগাতার বলছেন, আমিও গতকাল বলেছি, আজকে আমি প্রকাশ্যে জনসভাতে বলেছি। আপনি আমাকে বলুন তো 2021 সালে 12,000 এফআইআর হয়েছিল, 57 জন মারা গেছিল। আপনি আমাকে বলুন
in 2021, the number of deaths, tell me the number of deaths in 2021 post-poll violence.
আপনার এফআইআর কত হয়েছে বলুন।
I asked them, how many FIRs were there?
50টা এফআইআর হয়েছে।
EC says that there were so few FIRs this year.
ভবানী ভবনে পড়ে আছে। রিটায়ার্ড জাস্টিস মঞ্জুলা চেল্লুরের নেতৃত্বে কমিশন করে দিয়েছিল। 100% এফআইআর কে এফআরটি করে দিয়েছেন।
Less than 50 FIRs this time during elections compared to thousands of FIRs last year.
বলুন, স্পেসিফিক বলুন। আবারও বলছি, শান্তি বজায় রাখুন।
I'm telling once again, maintain
পার্টি
peace.
অফিস, যেখানে পয়সা নেওয়া হতো, যেখানে মদ খাওয়া হতো, জুয়া খেলা হতো, নারী নির্যাতন হতো, শাহজাহানরা পিঠা বানাতো, সেদিকে কেউ তাকাবেন না। আর আইন হাতে তুলে নেওয়ার দরকার নেই।
You do not have to pick up the law in your own hands. Let law take its course.
ডাকাত, অত্যাচারীদের আইন অনুযায়ী ব্যবস্থা হবে, দেখতে থাকুন।
Just wait for law to punish all the rapists, murderers. You do not have to take the law in your own hands.
এখনো কিছু গুন্ডা রয়ে গেছে।
There are still some hooligans
ভারতীয়
remaining.
জনতা পার্টি সরকার তৈরি হওয়ার পরে দলমত নির্বিশেষে ধর্ম সম্প্রদায়ের ঊর্ধ্বে উঠে
After BJP government forms, we will stop all the violence.
বলে গেছিলেন যে এখানে জঙ্গল রাজ নয়, মহা জঙ্গল রাজ হয়েছে আছে।
There was not just Jungle Raj, there was Maha Jungle Raj here, but after we form government, we will try to bring this to an end.
আজ সিইও সে মিললে বলছেন দাদা, আপনারা এটা ভোটের আগেও বলছিলেন, এই প্রথম এই যে ক্ষমতায় এসে পুলিশকে কি ফ্রি হ্যান্ড দেবেন আপনারা? পুলিশের
আপনাকে কোনো কাল্পনিক প্রশ্নের উত্তর আমি দেব না। নতুন সরকার তৈরি হবে,
when the new government forms,
ভারতীয় জনতা পার্টির পরিষদীয় দল,
বিজেপি
নেতৃত্ব যাকে দায়িত্ব দেবেন তারা যথাযথ ব্যবস্থা নেবেন।
when the new government forms, BJP will assign roles to a specific person and they will take all the duties. Right now, I will not comment on this.
এটা হিন্দি में बोलिए।
তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস 2008 সাল থেকে আপনি জঙ্গলমহলের দায়িত্বে ছিলেন, কি স্ট্র্যাটেজি, কিভাবে আগে থেকে আন্দাজ?
98 সালে তৃণমূল প্রতিষ্ঠা হওয়ার পরে তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস এন্টার জঙ্গলমহল রিজিন, বাঁকুড়া, পশ্চিম মেদিনীপুর অবিভক্ত ইনক্লুডিং ঝাড়গ্রাম, পুরুলিয়াতে ছিল না। সেই কারণে 2009 সালে যখন তৃণমূল 19, তার জোটসঙ্গী কংগ্রেস 6, তার জোটসঙ্গী এসইউসিআই একটা সিট পায়, সেদিনও কিন্তু পশ্চিম মেদিনীপুর ইন্দ্রজিৎ গুপ্ত, ঝাড়গ্রাম থেকে ডাক্তার পুলিন বাসকে, পুরুলিয়া থেকে আমাদের নরহরি মাহাতো, বাঁকুড়া থেকে বাসুদেব আচার্য,
from Bakura, these people had won.
তারপরে কার হাত ধরে
after that whose
জঙ্গলমহলে তৃণমূল প্রবেশ করেছে?
after that whose hand did TMC hold to enter into
যারে বড় কয় বড় সে নয়, লোকে যারে বড় কয় বড় সয় হয়। একইভাবে মালদা, মুর্শিদাবাদ,
in the same way in Malda and Murshidabad, in Uttar Dinajpur,
করণদিঘি, ইটার ছাড়া কোথাও তৃণমূল কংগ্রেস নামক বস্তু ছিল না।
there was no TMC in any of these
না,
areas.
আমি ওইদিকে আমি বলছি না। ওখানে 2014 লোকসভা ভোটে তৃণমূল প্রার্থীরা থার্ড হয়েছিল।
in 2014 elections, TMC candidates came third. Muhammad Ali,
ইদ্রিস আলী, ইন্দ্রনীল সেন, মুয়াজ্জেম হোসেন, সৌমিত্র রায়রা।
সৌমিত্র রায়।
কার হাত ধরে ওখানে 2019 লোকসভা ভোটে তৃণমূল 51% ভোট পেয়েছিল
TMC
সবাই
won
জানে
91%
ইতিহাস
Everyone knows
আর
this.
তথ্য
In history,
পরিষ্কার বলে
and facts
দিয়েছে
clearly say
উনি যদি নিজের দমে মুখ্যমন্ত্রী হতেন 2001-এ হতেন
that if she could,
কার এবং
could
কাদের
be
দমে হয়েছেন
chief
2011-তে
minister by her own merit, she would be chief minister in 2001.
প্রমাণিত আমি
But now
আর
it has been proven that she had multiple help that helped her to become chief minister.
হিন্দি में বলি না না আমার আরো কাজ আছে না ভাই হয় না হিন্দি 5টা কোশ্চেন
बंगाल में चुनाव आयोग आप मिलने आए हैं, तब बंगाल में हिंसा हो रही है। टीएमसी कह रही है कि हिंसा का शिकार टीएमसी के कार्यकर्ता हो रहे हैं।
कहाँ हो रहा है नाम बताइए, एरिया का नाम बताइए, पुलिस स्टेशन का नाम बताइए, असेंबली का नाम बताइए, डिस्ट्रिक्ट का नाम बताइए। हर क्वेश्चन का उत्तर देने के लिए एलओपी तैयार है, आउटगोइंग एलओपी तैयार है। बोलिए ओके बोलिए आप स्पेसिफिक बोलिए।
सर 100 बेलाघाटा में हुआ है, 100 एफआईआर हुई है, 433 लोग गिरफ्तार हुए, इनमें से कितने बीजेपी के हैं और कितने नहीं?
सो वो पता करना पड़ेगा। कोई 100 एफआईआर नहीं हुआ।
आपका क्या
डीजीपी ने कहा है,
दादा आप कह रहे थे कि 2 साल
100 डीजीपी मुझे बताया 50-60 कंप्लेन आया, वो छोटा कंप्लेन। आपको पता नहीं, आप तो 21 का चुनाव भी किया, नंदीग्राम में आपका साथ मुलाकात हुआ था। 355 शेल्टर हाउस देश के अंदर, राज्य के अंदर सेफ जोन बनाना पड़ा। आप मेरा साथ टीएमसी का ऑफिस में चलिए, पूरा प्रदेश में एक ऑफिस में घर बार छोड़कर कोई है? बीजेपी ने 355 सेफ हाउस बनाया 2021 में, 1,10,000 घर छोड़ने मजबूर हुआ। दिदेन गवर्नर एक्स वाइस प्रेसिडेंट जगदीप धनखड़ जी आसाम में हेलीकॉप्टर लेकर गया। आसाम में हेमंत जी, दिदेन चीफ मिनिस्टर सर्बानंद सोनोवाल जी, सब लोग शेल्टर दिया, खाना खिलाया जनता को। 161 एफआईआर लॉन्च बाय सीबीआई, जो मेजर डेथ एंड रेप एंड अटेम्प्ट टू रेप था। 12,500 एफआईआर रिटायर्ड जस्टिस मंजुला चेल्लूर का नेतृत्व में कोर्ट का ऑर्डर में सीट बनाया। क्या बोल रहा है ये लोग, क्या किया? कुछ ज्यादा कुछ हिंसा नहीं हुआ, मैं सीधा बता रहा हूं। आई एम नॉट डिफेंडिंग एनी वायलेंस, आई एम नॉट सपोर्टिंग एनी वायलेंस, बट डोंट कंपेयर विथ टीएमसी। बीजेपी इसका जरूरत ही नहीं है। बीजेपी 46% वोट लिया, शांति और विकास की द्वारा बीजेपी आने वाला चुनाव में 60% वोट तक चला जाएगा। आप देखते रहिए।
सुवेंदु जी, पहले हुआ था, आप कह रहे हैं कि अब पुरानी फाइल खोली जाएगी,
क्या जांच
जो
होगी?
तृणमूल कांग्रेस ने अत्याचार किया था आपके कार्यकर्ताओं
ये
पर?
तो हमारी मैनिफेस्टो जिस दिन डिक्लेयर हुआ था, ऑनरेबल गृह मंत्री ने किया। उन्होंने सबका सामने, पूरा देश का पत्रकार था, प्रदेश अध्यक्ष में, सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर 2 शांतनु जी या सुकांतु जी, सब था। उन्होंने बता दिया जितना भी संदेशखाली से लेकर आरजीकर से लेकर जितना भी अत्याचार हुआ उसके ऊपर कमीशन भी होगा, और कमीशन में कुछ मिलेगा तो एफआईआर भी होगा, और एफआईआर में जिनका नाम आएगा उनको जेल के अंदर जाना पड़ेगा। वो तो उस दिन डिक्लेरेशन है। रिटायर्ड हाईकोर्ट जज विल इन्वेस्टिगेट द मैटर। और सेकेंड बताया, जो इंस्टीट्यूशनल करप्शन हुआ उसका खिलाफ सुप्रीम कोर्ट का रिटायर्ड जज से आने वाला बीजेपी सरकार कमीशन करेगा। ये तो हमारी डिक्लेयर है, हमारी बड़ा नेता ने डिक्लेयर किया। चार्जशीट फाइल का दिन बोला, मैनिफेस्टो का दिन बोला, ये तो सबका सामने है। वही काम तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी आने वाला दिन में करेगा।
टीएमसी के ऑफिस को बीजेपी के ऑफिस में बदल रहे हैं, ऐसा वीडियो आया है। यहाँ एक पेट्रोल पंप है जो पहले टीएमसी का ऑफिस था, कहा
स्पेसिफिक है तो दीजिए, वापस कर दूंगा।
দাদা একটা বারবার অভিযোগ উঠছে, দাদা একটা কথা হচ্ছে আপনি তো দুটো বারবার অভিযোগ উঠছে, আপনি তো দুটো বিধানসভা কেন্দ্র থেকে নির্বাচিত হয়েছেন,
আমি উত্তরই দেব না।
আপনি বাংলায় বলা था টিএমসি অভিযোগ বারবার উঠছে, যেটা আপনারা বলেছিলেন যে কোন রকম অন্য দল থেকে বা তৃণমূল থেকে।
আমি হিন্দিতে বলছি, বাংলা হয়ে গেছে।
आपने जो बांग्ला में बोला वही हिंदी में बोल दीजिए कि हमें टीएम का दफ्तर नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा कुछ बोला था अभी आपने।
क्या
टीएमसी के दफ्तर पर कब्जे की?
मैं आज पब्लिक मीटिंग में बताया।
हाँ, क्या बताया?
जो पॉलिटिकल हिंसा करने का जरूरत नहीं है, एकदम शांति बजाय रखे। जो गुंडा है, जो भ्रष्टाचारी है, जो बलात्कारी है, बीएनएस के अंदर आने वाला दिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी का सरकार काम करेगा। और जो ये लोग बोल रहा है पार्टी ऑफिस, टीएमसी ने सरकारी रुपया और तोलाबाजी का रुपया में बहुत सारा ऑफिस किया। वो ऑफिस जनता का हित में नहीं था। वो ऑफिस में किस तरीके से सिंडिकेट राज, तोलाबाजी चलता है सबको पता है। खास करके संदेशखाली का जब खुलासा हुआ तब सब लोग बताया शाहजहां ने अपने टीएमसी का ऑफिस में मिडनाइट में वहाँ का दीदी बहन को बुला के, बेटी को बुला के उनके ऊपर अत्याचार किया। ये मेरा एलिगेशन नहीं था। संदेशखाली का जो पीड़ित हमारी दीदी, माता, बहन, बेटी थी उनकी थी। इसलिए मैं भाजपा कार्यकर्ता को अपील कर रहा हूं, कोई भी एक भी इंसिडेंट ना होना चाहिए। उनका पार्टी ऑफिस भी टच मत करना चाहिए। एक दो इंसिडेंट भी जो हुआ, 50 की कम इंसिडेंट हुआ, जब 21 में 15,000 की करीब इंसिडेंट हुआ। एक भी इंसिडेंट ना होना चाहिए। हमारी प्रदेश अध्यक्ष जी बताया, मैं भी 2 दिन से बता रहा हूँ, आज भी बता रहा हूँ, कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
सुवेंदु दा, आप लोगों का सरकार बनने वाला है 9 तारीख को, क्या इस बारे में कोई फैसला अभी तक हुआ है कि ये आपका नया सरकार नवान्नो राइटर्स या असेंबली?
अब अच्छा रहिए, सही सलामत रहिए।
थैंक यू दादा, थैंक यू।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass-comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7,400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summer.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो, मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है, सबका राजा हार्डवेयर मसाला।
आई का ये जश्न है, जश्न का ये जश्न है।
राजवी इलायची, जश्न का जश्न।
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाई जीरा सिर्फ MTH का जलजीरा जीरा सिर्फ
जीरा सिर्फ असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चंकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी every day.
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7,400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summer.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े, चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
Thank you for joining us on This is Exclusive. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a thriller building up in Tamil Nadu as Vijay doesn't have the numbers. He's not going to, in all likelihood, take oath tomorrow. But there's another suspense building up, not in Tamil Nadu, but in the east, where Mamata Banerjee has decided she will not step down. She's just had a closed-door meeting with her MLAs, not all MLAs, some MLAs, because it appears like even the Trinamool Congress is headed for a breakup in Bengal. We'll tell you all about that. Here are the headlines on This is Exclusive. Tamil Nadu governor indicates that perhaps Vijay doesn't have the majority for now. There is a possibility that the swearing-in may not happen tomorrow. AIADMK says no. It appears that after all the suspense, AIADMK may not back Vijay. That possibility is ruled out, say AIADMK leaders. Governor asks Mamata Banerjee, in fact, that is the next story emerging. The governor could ask Mamata Banerjee to step down if she doesn't do it on her own. Constitutional crisis is brewing in Bengal as she refuses to resign as a chief minister. The only option now left is to sack Mamata Banerjee. Most constitutional experts say that the governor may be forced to take action against a very, very sore loser. Getting in breaking news from Bengal, Mamata Banerjee has just had a meeting in Kolkata where her MLAs were present, but there is a suspense. All MLAs were not present. 11 MLAs were absent from the Trinamool Congress meeting. As Trinamool Congress MLAs go on record, some of them are cribbing, some of them are admitting, oh my God, we were a corrupt party. There was corruption against the Trinamool Congress. Some are complaining about how Mamata Banerjee was wrong all along. So there is a breakup of the Trinamool Congress that is now emerging, and it appears like Mamata Banerjee is being isolated. Perhaps leaders are beginning to jump the ship. 11 MLAs were absent from the Trinamool Congress meeting. Mamata Banerjee convened a meeting, and let me tell you what she told her party leaders. We'll put out the graphic full frame. She met at her residence in Kalighat, and in that meeting she has dared the governor that I will not resign. If they want, let them dismiss me. Her words were, let them dismiss me. She has said that those who lost were defeated forcefully. She claims India is united. She has once again reiterated today that she will not resign. She has in fact said that she's willing to be dismissed if required. She wants to play martyr, except that no one's buying this drama anymore. She said, I want this to be a black day. We have to be strong. These are some of the words of Mamata Banerjee as she met her party leaders. And she says on the first day of the assembly, wear black clothes. These were some of the instructions that she has left with her party leadership. She says those who betrayed will be removed from the party. And she said that because 11 MLAs did not turn up, and there is a possibility that more people, more of the leadership, more leaders may dump Mamata Banerjee. Kishale is joining us live. Kishale, hearing that, some MLAs within the Trinamool Congress are complaining that Mamata was corrupt. Some are saying Mamata ran a dictatorship, and suddenly they seem to have woken up after the results. Who are these 11 MLAs? The 11 great Trinamool Congress leaders who found their conscience today.
Well, Niranjan, the fact of the matter is, Mamata Banerjee, in today's meeting that you were talking about, she has reiterated her stand, which she took yesterday, that she won't resign. Let whatever come. She said, I'm not going to resign. Let them dismiss me. As you rightly pointed out, only 69 of our 80 MLAs were present. And in fact, most of the MLAs who were not present were not seen in fact in the last few days after elections, 2 days after the elections have passed. So they were not seen. In fact, one of the lost leaders, Udayan Guho of North Bengal, we have heard that he has fled from North Bengal, Coach Bihar, in an ambulance in the middle of the night, and he went somewhere unknown. So all these leaders and some of these elected MLAs are dumping Mamata Banerjee right now, but all of them, in fact, very popular leaders are also blaming, especially Abhishek Banerjee, for this defeat. They are saying that it's Abhishek Banerjee's lack of competence, it's his incompetence that has led to this defeat. On the other hand, Mamata Banerjee in today's meeting has reiterated that she challenges the constitution in a way, and she won't resign in spite of the fact that the government's time will be over by tomorrow, and then she has to be removed in some way. So she is challenging the governor to do that, and this is a constitutional crisis that she is trying to make. But we hope that the governor will probably be dismissing her tomorrow or day after, and then it will go on as usual, Niranjan.
Okay. Now, what are the options as you're seeing it? How is the Republic Bangla team covering it? Because it appears like she's waiting to be dismissed. She wants to be sacked. She wants to be dismissed. She wants to play the victim, right? And she's asking her MLAs to come wearing black clothes, etc. Now, when is all of this going to happen? When is the governor likely to take action?
We know that tomorrow the last government's time will be lapsed. Now, after that, the governor has to dismiss this particular government along with the head of the government. I mean, the chief minister herself, and then the new government has to be sworn in. In fact, the sworn-in ceremony for the chief minister of the new government is on Saturday, coming Saturday, 10 a.m., which is 9th of this month. So before that, this whole process of dismissal has to be completed. Now, as you rightly pointed out, she is trying to play a political martyr. She is trying to show to the people of Bengal that she, in fact, was fighting till the end, and that she has been forcefully removed from her office. And she is saying that all this is happening because there was a conspiracy to defeat her in the election by manipulating the counting process. And she's saying that the Home Minister and Prime Minister were themselves involved in the whole process of manipulating the vote counting process. So that is what she is trying to do. But it is very probable that the governor will be removing her by tomorrow or day after, and the new government will be formed.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. Let's go quickly to the breaking news coming in now. From Bengal to Tamil Nadu, we have some breaking news coming in. It appears like Vijay doesn't have the numbers for now, but the AIDMK is saying that they are not going to back Vijay. Now, this is an official word that came in. We don't know whether this is AIDMK, the party, or the faction. There were reports that there is a faction within the AIDMK that wants to tie up with Vijay, but the party, those on the EPS camp, are saying there is no possibility of forming an alliance with the TVK. This is what the party is saying. Now, if they have said no, will those who want the alliance with Vijay break up from the AIDMK? Is that a possibility? Take a look at that, the details that we have as of this minute. As of this minute, we are hearing that there is a faction, there are hectic meetings happening within the AIDMK, and this soundbite was given at a time when these meetings were taking place, when top leaders of the AIDMK were meeting, having parallel meetings, one with the EPS camp and again with the anti-EPS faction, and trying to see if they can somehow find a way to tie up with Vijay. But within the AIDMK, we hear that EPS was against any alliance with Vijay. But here is a scenario as of now. Now, Vijay, here's how the numbers stack up for him. Now, this is his number. He needs 118. That's the magic number that he needs to get to. And the magic number, if you look at it, if he's tying up with the Congress party, that's 107 plus 5, that's 112. He still needs 6 more MLAs. Where is he going to get 6 more MLAs? Let's look at the second scenario, because as of this minute, Congress is the only party that has offered support. Now, there is another scenario. CPI, VCK and CPM, all of them also allies with the DMK. Interestingly, these smaller parties, which is CPI, VCK and CPM, met DMK Stalin this morning. They met Stalin and they told Stalin that we stand firmly with you. So as of now, there is no word officially from these parties whether they will back Vijay. So that is still in the realm of speculation. Now, if that happens, maybe he'll get the numbers. Now, this is the third scenario. The third scenario is that TVK, along with the AIDMK faction, remember, the AIDMK has little less than 50 MLAs. Now, if there is a faction comprising 30 to 35 MLAs in the AIDMK, and they want to break from AIDMK, want to break from EPS, and they want to join Vijay, to avoid the anti-defection law, 32 MLAs need to jump ship. Now, if 35 MLAs jump ship, this is another possibility. that number goes up to 142. Now, you just broke the story. We just broke the story that AIDMK as a party is not backing Vijay. Does that mean this option kicks in? Because there is a faction that is very, very, very critical and they want to go with Vijay. Well, will they move out of AIDMK is the question. Let's go across to Sharda as well, joining us. Sharda, there is a big split possible. We heard the soundbite from AIDMK as a party. They are saying, no, we are not supporting Vijay. But what about that faction that wanted to back him? Is that faction still for it?
Well, Niranjan, right now the MLAs are stepping out of Edappadi K. Palaniswamy's house as we speak. There was conversations on whether there will be a split. However, KP Muniswamy, the third in command of the party, have already mentioned that there will be no kind of support from the AIDMK to the TVK, and it's a unanimous decision taken by the party, because keeping in mind that the party cannot split at this point of time, because we have a rule that you cannot jump shift after becoming an MLA. It's an important rule that after winning the elections, you cannot jump shift as an MLA to another party. You either have to resign and then do a by-election and then contest again, and then there is also, if the two-thirds of the majority agrees, and only then the party can on the whole support TVK if the AIDMK agrees. However, after an entire day of conversation with the party General Secretary Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, the party third in command KP Muniswamy have revealed that there would be a unanimous decision with them, telling that the talks with them is we have Vijay Bhaskar. Sir, once again. Sir, Vijay Bhaskar, so once again, sir, what is the final decision taken? See, as you can see, that's the leaders of the AIDMK leaving from the Edappadi K. Palaniswamy's residence in Niranjan. Likely that they go by what KP Muniswamy just said a few minutes ago, that they agree that they will not be rendering any support to the TVK, that there will be no kind of allies with the TVK that they'll be going, which puts Vijay in a spot, because he cannot prove majority with exactly 180 numbers, because after the floor test as well, there is confusion whether he can run the governance for the next 5 years, which is very, very important as a party to maintain majority of numbers, let it be for the passing the bills, or even in times when there is a possible, times when people might leave the party, resign the party as an MLA, which will immediately give the DMK the opportunities, the opposition, the opportunity to have actually do a re-election of floor test confidence, which will put Vijay in a spot. So AIDMK's factor helping them would have been a huge development for the TVK ally. But however, now looks like Vijay has to go with the Congress and the left parties alone, so which leaves them with exactly 111 seats as of the moment, because one speaker, and Vijay has to resign from his post as an MLA from the Trichy East constituency. So he needs 7 more. But however, he has only 6 from the VCK and the Communists and the Marxist Communists put together, even if they support him outside the ally or even if they join them. So he puts Vijay in a very, very tight spot. Meanwhile, his oath-taking procedure has also been put away, because he cannot produce the exact numbers of the people supporting him, Niranjan.
Okay. Now, we spoke to a few leaders of the AIDMK. Now, I'll tell you more about that with Sharda. But there is another breaking news update coming in, and we wanted to get you this breaking news update because the Congress has dumped the DMK, and the DMK is mighty upset. One of the senior-most leaders of the DMK came out and gave this statement. DMK Treasurer T.R. Balu put out a statement saying that the DMK was upset. He said the All India Congress Party has revealed their hidden character for some time, and that whenever the Congress Party faced a difficult situation and crisis, it was the DMK that was always there as a close friend of the Congress Party. DMK says it paid a high price for being a friend of the Congress Party, claiming that they even accepted them with a cheerful face, but in particular, we had a great friendship with Sonia Gandhi and invoking Manmohan Singh as well, and personally claiming that they had a close bond, with Rahul Gandhi, who used to say that the only political leader I call brother is Stalin. Now, T.R. Balu is saying that today when I saw the Congress saying in the news that they had broken up, I was not surprised. They have gone to the other side with a vengeance, risking the 5 MLAs who won the majority seats in the Secular Progressive Alliance, contested the elections and won with the hard work of the coalition party workers. The Congress Party is trying to justify it by covering it with a policy veneer as if it had taken some big political and diplomatic decision, attempt to mask it with policies paying off for opportunism, blatant betrayal of the people who voted for the DMK-led government. This is the DMK statement. They're extremely upset. DMK is upset. In fact, some DMK leaders have also called the Congress backstabbers, a bunch of backstabbers. There is another graphic we have where it appears like Rahul Gandhi had the last word. Sonia Gandhi and Chidambaram wanted to go with DMK, but it appears that Rahul Gandhi and his young guard or young leaders or whatever's left of that party wanted to go with the DMK or TVK. Is that correct? Is that correct? You've been speaking to some of them, Sharda. There's been a split within the Congress, and that split was possible, was evident even during the elections. You saw a lot of leaders from the Congress speak about how they did not want to go with the DMK in the first place, isn't it?
True, Naranjan, because we had a lot of talks about seat sharing and power sharing when the Congress is there. We saw Praveen Chakravarti having talks with Vijay. We saw Girish Shodankar openly agreeing that there was talks of alliance with Vijay initially, but the higher command did not agree for them to take over, which means that Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi did not allow them. So now today Rahul Gandhi is hand in hand with Vijay and publicly saying that their alliance with the DMK completely ends, let it be the state elections, the local body elections, the parliament elections, whatever it is, they're completely ending a 25-year-old relationship with the Congress and the DMK. So now DMK today has come up telling that backstabbing is not new to them because BJP did that back in 2001 and now Congress is doing the same, and that they proudly say that they have given chances for Congress in the state, but they didn't cherish. And now if Congress is not perishing, it's not their trouble, but they are very strong that they'll come back as a bigger power. But meanwhile, Congress is now saying that TVK is everything to them, which shows that Congress is very hungry for power. Whoever is in power, that they would agree to be in ally with him. So we saw the seat sharing, the power sharing in talks with the DMK did not go well. It led on for almost 2 months on how Girish Shodankar had to travel back and forth seeking Rahul Gandhi's permission and Salan's approval on how much of the seat that they can take, including the power sharing. Later on, now they agree for power sharing with the TVK, and now that is the reason they have come for an ally. So there was a split, as you mentioned, in the Congress. There were MPs who constantly mentioned that the DMK has done nothing for the Congress and the DMK is only ruining the Congress name in the state of Tamil Nadu and not letting them be in power, Naranjan.
Okay, thank you for joining us with those inputs. There is another breaking news update. In fact, Sharda, stay with me because there is some suspense building up. The governor of Tamil Nadu is leaving to Kerala immediately. Wow. So this is a typical... These are signs that tell you that the swearing in is not going to happen tomorrow. Vijay swearing in likely to be postponed. The governor is now leaving to Kerala immediately. Vishwanath Arlekar is leaving to Kerala immediately is what we are hearing. He's leaving tonight. Is this correct? We hear that it's not going to happen tomorrow. But is there something more brewing in the background? What are you hearing? What are the different possibilities, Sharda?
Naranjan, there are too many possibilities right now coming with Vijay is not having a majority because the very first time that Tamil Nadu is showing a number which is not a complete majority. So now, earlier the governor said that it is okay for the party to form the government, have the chief minister take the oath and then do a floor test. Now there is a Supreme Court letter from saying that the Tamil Nadu governor should not allow it, that it's not a possibility for a chief minister without proving majority to form the government and give a floor test, that there is laws and the constitution says that without majority that the government should not be formed. But meanwhile, the state law has a different telling that Vijay has the right to take external support and have a minority government in place and seek external support from the other parties which are not allying with him now, but give a floor test with the present assembly. So there was a situation when there is a possibility of the people who want, the MLAs who want to support Vijay can be absent on the day of the floor test, which will give them an opportunity to make sure that even say if 34 MLAs are absent, 200 MLAs, which will need Vijay to only give 100 numbers of, possibility of giving a floor test saying that it is approved. So which gives him 108 from his own party. So he had that choice at that point of time. Now the letter from the High Court also, the Supreme Court advocate also points out that the governor should not allow it. And now sources from the Logan say that Vishwanath Arlekar is leaving to Kerala. So which shows that the ceremony of oath taking of Vijay will not be happening tomorrow. Meanwhile, all the preparations at the Nehru Indoor Stadium is ready for Vijay to happen. Another sources from the TVK also pointing out that Adhikari and his set of leaders, the Deputy General Secretary, will once again meet the governor and give a clear number on the people who are supporting the TVK. However, the numbers are, as we said, are all possibilities and open, but no one has agreed except for the Congress. No other party has officially joined the TVK ally or officially extended their support, so which puts in a question that whether this current meeting is going to be there. So we'll wait for what's happening next, Niranjan. So there's a lot of action going to be happening through the night and tomorrow.
Interesting. Thank you for joining us with those inputs. Sharda is outside EPS's residence. If the governor is going, there is no question of an oath tomorrow, is there? Interesting times, interesting verdict in Tamil Nadu with Vijay, the newcomer, winning the election, just falling short of the majority. Congress jumping to say that they are going to be the saviors and the allies, but it appears that's not enough. Did they jump the gun? Is there a suspense still playing out in Tamil Nadu? Story continues. Thanks for watching. This is exclusive.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, mass comm, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला.
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summers.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. अब बताओ स्वाद आया
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट.
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात. वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है. अरे मेरे राजा मसाला.
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं.
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा. रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MDH का जलजीरा जीरा से.
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा.
MDH.
Character, the taste of success.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
চুরিও এই ছেলেরা রুখবে সীমান্তের হিন্দুদের বুকে আগলে রাখবো 15 বছর কেটেছি অনেক এবার ঘোড়া ভোটের দিনে ছাপ্পারে কি চলবে না তো সরকার চাই বিজেপি সরকার সরকার চাই বিজেপি সরকার
A very good evening, viewers. You're watching Super Prime Time with me, Rakshita Mishra. Let's get started with the top story that we've been tracking for you, and then we go deep into the stories that we've been bringing to you. Tamil Nadu Governor questions Vijay's number claim. Sources say no swearing in for Vijay tomorrow. After Congress, sources say now the AIA-DMK is planning to support Vijay TVK to join the government. Constitutional crisis in Bengal. Mamata Banerjee refuses to resign as the chief minister. Trump calls Iran conflict a skirmish, claims Tehran wants to strike a deal despite public denials. Now, Tamil Nadu is witnessing a massive political reset after the verdict in the assembly elections. Dramatic shifts in alliance equations and government formation talks have been underway in the past 24 hours especially. Now, in the latest, Vijay's road to taking oath seems to have hit a block. The governor of Tamil Nadu is not satisfied with the number claim that has been made by the TVK chief. Vijay's TVK emerged as the single largest party, but it is still short of the majority mark that has triggered intense negotiations in the political landscape. Now, as the AIA DMK also is reportedly in touch with TVK, what's been a big headline all throughout the day, viewers, is how the Congress has dumped the DMK. Congress has officially extended conditional support to the TVK, marking a decisive break from its decades-old, almost 55 years old alliance with the DMK. Now, this move has sparked sharp political backlash. DMK calling the Congress backstabber and calling this decision a unilateral break from a long-standing partnership as well, calling the Congress power-hungry. And let me tell you, viewers, Congress is very, very desperate as the lines between AIDMK and Vijay are also very, very busy as we speak. So Tamil Nadu in total stands at a very crucial political crossroads, and all eyes are now on how Vijay navigates the alliance arithmetic to convert his electoral breakthrough into a stable government.
Tamil Nadu's post-poll politics is witnessing a major churn with fresh alliance equations emerging after the verdict. Congress has now extended conditional support to Vijay's Tamilaga with Vettri Kazhagam, helping the party move closer to forming the government. This move comes after TVK emerged as the single largest party but has fell short of a majority. In a significant shift, Congress has snapped its decades-old alliance with the DMK, choosing to back a first-time political entrant instead. The support, however, comes with clear conditions, as Congress has asked TVK to keep communal forces out, while also seeking a share in the government and a long-term alliance for upcoming elections. Meanwhile, the DMK has reacted sharply, calling Congress backstabbers and accusing it of betraying a long-standing political partnership. Political buzz continues over possible cracks within the AIA-DMK, with speculation of a split doing the rounds, though no official confirmation has come so far. With numbers still short of the majority mark, TVK is continuing talks with other parties as Tamil Nadu heads towards a crucial government formation phase.
All right, we have breaking news coming in right now. So Mamata Banerjee, sore loser Mamata Banerjee in denial, in defeat. She is now saying that she will move the Supreme Court. So she refuses to step down, and she says she's going to move the Supreme Court against the Election Commission of India. So this is the big update we're getting in as Mamata Banerjee refuses to step down. She refuses to resign. She has now decided to move the Supreme Court against the Election Commission. Just yesterday, she said that the Election Commission is the biggest villain of this election. Now we have Mamata Banerjee set to move the Supreme Court following her party's massive defeat in the assembly elections. She is in denial that her 15-year rule has ended. It's never seen before. She refuses to accept the mandate of the people, and she is going to go to the court, the top court. She questions the legitimacy of the results, alleging large-scale irregularities in the electoral process. And sources indicate that the Trinamool Congress is preparing this legal challenge, likely to raise concerns over voter rolls, election commission's functioning, and alleged manipulation during the polls. Mamata Banerjee henceforth has decided to move the Supreme Court of India against the Election Commission of India. Viewers, that's the big breaking news we have right now. While the constitutional experts have made it very, very clear that there is no remedy, there is no point. Her government, of course, will be dissolved just yesterday. The assembly will be also dissolved just yesterday, viewers. And she has no option but to go. And in fact, viewers, now we have more updates coming in. Now, this is all happening, viewers, after the polls. The Congress now has, we can hit the breaking and I can go to the breaking now. We have breaking news coming in right now. The Congress, meanwhile, in Tamil Nadu is taking aim at the governor, Mr. Rajendra Arlekar. Now, Congress, who has been in talks with the TVK, now has claimed the governor standing in way of the verdict. Now, what has happened, viewers, is that earlier Congress dumped the DMK and tried to save itself, sealing the deal, trying to get some space in the government with joining hands with the TVK. And then TVK chief, he goes to the governor, staking claim to form the government. But what we now know is that the swearing in is not going to happen tomorrow. Why? Because he doesn't have the numbers. At least that's what our sources are telling us, that the governor, Lekar, is not happy with the numbers that have been given, that have been claimed by Vijay. And Congress now is now nervous. Is it going to lose this chance? Shraddha joins us live on the broadcast for more. Shraddha, tell us more details about what's really happening. Congress, it seems, is now getting very, very desperate and even goes on to now blame the governor. But the governor is not happy with the numbers. You need to have a majority as per the constitution. Shraddha, can you hear me?
You can see Jyotimani is now lashing out, telling that there is no requirement for the TVK and the Congress to prove majority at the governor's residence, saying that it is only a floor test that is required and that they should have given him time for, as the TVK had already asked, 2 weeks' time to prove the majority at the floor test in the assembly. Now she's saying that the people have already decided that Vijay will be the playing factor with the leading majority numbers, while DMK and the AIDMK is still in 2-digit numbers, whereas the TVK has got 3 digits. So says that it is not right for the governor to stand in the way of the people's verdict. And she's also pointing out that there is a law in the Supreme Court that regarding that there is an option for the leading numbers, the political party with the leading numbers, to form the government and then prove on the floor test in the assembly whether they can gain majority or not. So she's telling that this is what the TVK and the Congress alliance, which they formed just today, is required by the state of Tamil Nadu. Well, however, Congress just decided to let go of everything with the DMK for the last 25 years and immediately joins TVK and makes this huge statement saying that they should be allowed to do floor tests. Puts in a question if Congress has been eyeing for the power in Tamil Nadu for a very long time, and when it's being stopped, they're getting very scared about what the next situation will be, because if this goes on, it's going to be a hung assembly in the state of Tamil Nadu for quite a while.
Absolutely. Many thanks, Shraddha, for joining us with that piece of information we are getting in, viewers. So it's, of course, a race against time as well for Vijay, because he has to prove majority. He has to have a majority, which he reportedly does not have. And now the Congress is getting desperate and is getting impatient and is saying that the BJP is now politicizing and is trying to hit roadblocks via a governor. Well, viewers, we will be moving on to now other stories that we've been tracking for you. This is from Punjab. Back-to-back explosions in Punjab outside defense establishments have triggered a big security scare, with blasts reported outside high security installations in Jalandhar and Amritsar. No casualties have been officially confirmed, but the timing and the targets and now a terror claim has raised serious national security concerns. The Khalistan Liberation Army has claimed responsibility for one of the blasts, even as agencies suspect a cross-border link with possible Pakistan's ISI backing these incidents. The attacks, which come on the eve of Operation Sindoor anniversary, are now being seen as more than just isolated incidents. Meanwhile, there has been politics exploding over it. The BJP is, in fact, the Chief Minister of Punjab, Bhagwant Mann, has taken aim at the BJP, saying that there is a BJP hand behind this. Meanwhile, Raghav Chadha, who just joined the BJP, now says that Bhagwant Mann is actually giving the ISI a clean sheet. A sudden explosion rocked Jalandhar right outside the headquarters of the Border Security Force, a high-security zone meant to be impenetrable. A delivery worker sustained minor injuries, but the location of the blast has raised serious alarm. Within hours, another explosion was reported in Amritsar near the heavily guarded Khasa cantonment close to the army camp. The area, which connects to the Adhikari border, is considered highly sensitive, making the breach even more alarming. Forensic teams and bomb disposal squads were rushed to both sites. The Khalistan Liberation Army has claimed responsibility for the explosion that occurred outside the BSF Punjab headquarters in Jalandhar.
However, the letter claims that 2 BSF constables were killed and 3 were injured in the blast, a claim that is factually incorrect. According to the letter from the KLA, the IED blast was carried out to avenge the death of Ranjit Singh, who was killed by the Punjab police during an encounter in Gurdaspur in February. He was involved in the murder of a police ASI and a Punjab Home Guard Jawan in Adhian village, also located in Gurdaspur. Sources indicate that NIA is now coordinating with Punjab police with early inputs pointing to possible cross-border suspects. Investigators suspect local operatives backed and funded by handlers across the border, possibly linked to Pakistan's ISI.
We are living in a state of proxy war. So inputs aandiyan rendi hain. We keep on acting on them, and we are in a state of proxy war. ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਇੱਕ ਫਰੰਟ ਲਾਈਨ ਸਟੇਟ ਹੈ, ਜਿਵੇਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਸੀਐਮ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਕਈ ਵਾਰ ਇਹ ਬਿਆਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇਸ਼ ਦੀ ਲੜਾਈ ਲੜ ਰਿਹਾ।
The timing, just ahead of the anniversary of Operation Sindoor, is now under sharp scrutiny. The incident has now sparked a full-blown political showdown.
Ever since Aam Aadmi Party has come to power in Punjab, the law and order situation has collapsed. 2 blasts have taken place within 6 hours span in Punjab. This is not the first time such things are happening. Many grenade attacks have taken place. Broad daylight murder, RPG attack on the Mohali police headquarters, Sidhu Moosewala being killed in broad daylight, international kabaddi player being killed, gang wars going on, Nasha Mafia expanding, which was supposed to be curbed within 1 week. This is because Aam Aadmi Party is hand in glove with the mafia, with these radical elements, and they have also started using the police for their VVIP security for Delhi leaders who have lost elections like Kejriwal.
The Bharatiya Janata Party has slammed the state government ruled by Aam Aadmi Party, accusing it of failing to secure a sensitive border state.
ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਦਾ ਇਹ ਝੂਠੇ ਆਰੋਪ ਲਗਾਉਣ ਵਾਲਾ ਬਿਆਨ ਬੇहद घटिया, अपनी नसिखियापन नलैकी ਨੂੰ ਛੁਪਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਹੋਇਆ ਬਿਆਨ ਹੈ। ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਰਾਜ ਹੋ ਨਹੀਂ ਰਿਹਾ, ਹਰ ਫਰੰਟ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫੇਲ ਹੋ, ਪ੍ਰਸ਼ਾਸਨ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮੇਟਿਆ ਜਾ ਰਿਹਾ, ਸੁਰੱਖਿਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਸਮੇਟੀ ਜਾ ਰਹੀ। ਪੰਜਾਬ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਲਗਭਗ 22 ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਗ੍ਰਨੇਡ ਹਮਲੇ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਸਟੇਸ਼ਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੋ ਗਏ। ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੱਤਿਆ ਕਰਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਬਣਾ ਕੇ ਅਗਲੇ ਪੋਸਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ, ਮੰਦਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਗ੍ਰਨੇਡ ਹਮਲੇ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ, ਪੰਜਾਬ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਹੈੱਡਕੁਆਟਰ ਤੇ ਮਿਜ਼ਾਈਲ ਹਮਲਾ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ। ਆਪਣੀ ਨਲਾਇਕੀ, ਆਪਣਾ ਨਸਿੱਖਿਆਪਨ ਬਚਾਉਣ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮਨਗੜੰਤ ਹਾਸੇਪਦ ਝੂਠੇ ਆਰੋਪ ਲਗਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ।
The Shiromani Akali Dal has also raised serious concerns over what it calls a collapse of law and order.
See, it's a total failure on a part of our Chief Minister and the present head of the Punjab Police, which is Gaurav Yadav, the DGP. You must realize that don't take these 2 incidents as isolated incidents. For the last 2 years, 2.5 years, what we are witnessing in Punjab is total lawlessness. There is no rule of law. We are a border state. We have a state which is situated right at the border with Pakistan, ISI, always trying to create trouble, and that it has a long history with that. But you have to have a chief minister who's in his senses. Our chief minister remains under some intoxication or the other all the time, is drunk.
Meanwhile, the Aam Aadmi Party government has defended its response, urging against politicizing a serious security issue.
बीजेपी का ये स्टाइल है काम करने का। जिस स्टेट में इलेक्शन लड़नी है, पहले वहाँ पे दंगे करवा दो, छोटे मोटे धमाके करवा दो, कुछ आपस में लड़ाई करवा दो, धर्म और जाति के नाम पे बांट दो लोगों को। ये बीजेपी की पंजाब की तैयारी है। इसका मतलब ये है आने वाले दिनों में बीजेपी ऐसी हरकतों से बाहर जाएगी तो पंजाब शांतिपूर्वक सूबा है। पंजाब जो है वो देश के लिए हमेशा खड़ा है। जब भी देश संकट में होता है, चाहे अनाज का संकट हो, चाहे किसी दुश्मन की गोली का संकट हो, पंजाब अपने सीने पर लेता है।
From Jalandhar to Amritsar, the message appears deliberate and calculated. 1 year after Operation Sindoor, are these attacks a signal of regrouping forces across the border? Investigation is underway.
Focus back to West Bengal, viewers, where post-poll tensions, the post-poll violence continues, and Sandeshkhali once again in the news. Major flashpoint after the polls, and multiple security personnel in the latest, including police officers and women officers, central forces, have been injured after coming under gunfire during a late-night patrol in the Bamangeri area under the Nazat police station limits. This is again an incident like many other places, including central Kolkata, where we've seen there have been clashes. A BJP worker has also been found murdered right after the elections. Now, there have been direct targeting of security forces amid the post-poll unrest, viewers. Here's more.
Post-poll violence intensifies in Sandeshkhali. Sensitive region turned into a conflict zone as armed miscreants target security forces. In a chilling late-night attack, 5 personnel including police officers and central forces were shot at during a patrol operation. The incident took place in the Bamangeri area under the jurisdiction of Nazat police station.
संदेशखाली में अब तक शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी का तांडव जारी है। अभी मैं खड़ा हूँ संदेशखाली का बामुन गोला ग्राम पंचायत में। कल से राजनीतिक तनाव फैल गया है। बदमाशों की गोलीबारी में 2 सीआरपीएफ जवानों समेत 5 पुलिसकर्मी घायल हो गया था। इलाका में अभी भी बम पड़ा हुई है। स्थानीय महिला का कहना है कि शेख शाहजहां बाहिनी अभी भी धमका दे रहा है। शेख शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है। अभी सिचुएशन कंट्रोल है। अब लार्ज पुलिस फोर्स डिप्लॉयड हुआ है ये अभी अब तक में। एंड police, the total police force is deployed, CRPF deployed इस जगह में। संदेशखाली में अब तक शाहजहां की टीम शाहजहां का बाहिनी तांडव जारी हुई है। लोकल महिला को कहना है कि रिपब्लिक भारत का कैमरा का सामने कि शेख शाहजहां का बाहिनी धमका दे रहा है। शाहजहां के लग अभी भी उन्हें धमका रहा है। घटनास्थल पर भारी पुलिस बल तैनात है।
As police teams accompanied by central forces moved through the area, came under sudden gunfire. Among those injured, the officer in charge, Bharat Parket, along with other police personnel and a woman officer were hit by bullets. 2 CRPF jawans were also injured in the attack. All injured personnel were rushed to Minakha Rural Hospital, later shifted to hospitals in Kolkata for advanced treatment.
आज सुबह मेरे पास जो खबर आई है वो उधर सीआरपीएफ के पास फायरिंग हुआ है। तो शेख शाहजहां बोल के गए थे अभी भी छोटा शेख शाहजहां संदेशखाली पे है, तो इसे तुरंत गिरफ्तार करना होगा, क्योंकि नहीं किया तो और भी जाने जा सकते। ऐसे स्टेप नहीं है। वहाँ पर जो साधारण जो जनगण है उनके ऊपर भी अटैक हो सकते हैं। अभी तो काल का खबर है जो संदेशखाली वो हमारी जो एकदम थाने के पास में जो हमारी जो आंदोलनकारी महिला लोग है उनकी घर जाके सफेद कपड़ा देने की भी थ्रेट किया है। तो हम चाहते हैं जो हमारी संदेशखाली की जो हमारी बीजेपी का जो कैंडिडेट है सनत सदर, उनको तुरंत बहुत उनके साथ देना है यार। वो आए। अब तो संदेशखाली की जो पुलिस ऑफिसर ये सब टीएमसी के लिए काम कर रहा है। हम चाहते हैं संदेशखाली की पुलिस ऑफिसर नहीं, बाहर से केंद्र सरकार तुरंत वहां पर हस्तक्षेप करे, क्योंकि संदेशखाली हम राज्य पुलिस के ऊपर कोई भरोसा नहीं है।
The escalation in Sandeshkhali post-poll tensions have now turned into a direct attacks on security forces. Investigations begin and forces remain on high alert.
And that's all we could pack in this edition of Super Prime Time, and we will be continuing with the news and updates and the debate at 8 p.m. with Arnab Goswami. Thanks for watching.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला।
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summers.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
Character, the taste of success.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा।
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा सिंह। MTH का जलजीरा जीरा सिंह।
जीरा सिर्फ असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
Amity has been ranked India's #1 not-for-profit private university for 11th year, with top 10 ranked institutions in management, engineering, biotech, law, masscom, telecom, hospitality, fashion and more. Yet another top ranking for Amity University.
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summers.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट।
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा। मसाला।
Character, the taste of success.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
BJP
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
Introducing the Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty Air Conditioner. Backed by Japanese innovation, Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty AC is built to deliver a maximum cooling capacity of up to 7,400 watts. Hitachi Sumo Heavy Duty ACs come with a long air throw of up to 24 meters. The Octa sensor technology of Hitachi ACs uses 8 intelligent sensors across indoor and outdoor units. An elegant machine that's bigger, bolder and better. Isn't just an AC. It's a powerhouse built for Indian summer.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
Character, the taste of success.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा सिम MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिम
जीरा सिप असली रिफ्रेशिंग असली स्वाद असली मजा
MDH
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा सिम MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिम
जीरा सिप असली रिफ्रेशिंग असली स्वाद असली मजा
MDH
Congress dumps DMK for Vijay.
Congress wants to, in many states they have done this and they have lost the government power.
It is very clearly indicative that they are only for the sake of the power and not for working of the people. This is a big backstab which they have done. I think now the entire India would know what Congress is.
DMK predicts Congress wipe out. Debating tonight at 8 p.m.
Presenting by Zoho Business Software, trusted by 15 crore users. Co-powered by IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management.
Are you communal as a politician and as a person, Mr. Sharma?
We never utter a single word against Indian Muslim community. Even if they do not vote for BJP, I do not have a grudge because I feel the Hindus and Muslim who are original inhabitants of India, they have equal rights, they have equal authority under the Constitution of India. Today, if I say against Bangladeshi Muslim, many so-called secular people comes and say, no, Himanta Biswa Sarma is communal. I think they must see the distinction. We have to preserve our identity.
The Bengal constitutional crisis. Sacking Mamata, only option? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
Presented by Amity University, ranked amongst the top 3% universities globally. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, growing legacies since 1820. TVS iQube, India's favorite family EV.
People say Himanta Biswa Sharma, very strong Hindu, very anti-Muslim. This is the image. But when it comes to Himanta Biswa Sharma on the ground, he has Assamese Muslims who like him. Everybody is voting for you. So, is your politics in Assam different from your politics nationally?
When you speak against polygamy, Muslim women becomes your fan. I speak against child marriage. All the daughters becomes your fan. When you speak that don't go to madrasa, come to my medical college to become doctor, students community become your fan. In the next election,
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, the Congress dumps the DMK and emerges as the most undependable ally in the country. And at 9 o'clock tonight, Mamata Banerjee says she must be dismissed. Should we dismiss her? Or is it time to ignore Mamata? I want to share with you tonight the inside story of what's going on in Tamil Nadu between the DVK, Vijay's party, the DMK, MK Stalin's party, and the Congress party. Ladies and gentlemen, the facts are very simple. Sonia Gandhi and P. Chidambaram wanted to have an alliance with MK Stalin and the DMK. That is because Sonia Gandhi has been very close to the DMK politically over the years, and because Chidambaram also feels that his political interests and that of his son, Karti Chidambaram, are well served in an ongoing relationship with the DMK. So Sonia and Chidambaram, before these election campaigns started and during the election, wanted to have an alliance with the DMK. Rahul Gandhi wanted an alliance with Vijay, with the TVK. And he, along with Venugopal, who is the president of the Congress party, no, it's not Mallikarjun Kharge, he's just a puppet, they wanted an alliance with Vijay. So there was a tussle between Rahul and Chidambaram on one side, Sonia, Chidambaram, Kharge on one side, and Rahul and Venugopal on the other. Before the elections, Sonia said, nothing doing, we're going to go with the DMK. And so they did. So Rahul Gandhi lost. This internal fight between mother and son was quite strong. And it does happen, they can deny it, but it's a reality. Now, after the DMK has been routed and Vijay has done well, Rahul is going around saying, see, I told you, and has decided to disregard Sonia, Chidambaram and Kharge and push for an alliance with the TVK, which is why they went ahead and made an announcement that we are giving conditional support to the TVK. Interestingly, no statement yet from Vijay's party, but the Congress announced that we are giving conditional support. Look at the wording. They said, as long as you don't tie up with the communal party. Now, the definition is the communal party is up for the Congress, which means they are saying to Vijay, we are supporting you, but with strings attached. The DMK is extremely angry, and rightly so. from a DMK. The DMK said the Congress party is a party of backstabbers. It's a party which is a myopic, backstabbing party. Stalin is telling Rahul Gandhi that even these seats that you won is because you are parasites on us. And he's right. Without the DMK, the Congress couldn't even have won those 5 MLA seats. In Tamil Nadu, they would have drawn a blank. The DMK says, without us, you're nothing. Because we support you, you get 5 seats. And then you take those 5 seats which you won with our support and move lock, stock and barrel to Vijay and dump us. Ladies and gentlemen, the list of good deeds the DMK has done for the Congress